Wilson to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They'll try to move the chains on 4th down. NC State comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Gets some yardage and gets down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
These are the places of defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. No more time to throw. The quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Line is set on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not a whole lot of room room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Wants to keep it in the air. With the catch, it's Williams. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Pitt! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wilson will throw. Pressure coming. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lost, the defense is wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Get set.
Off-play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul in Oxford who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Ole Miss. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Unloads to the wideout. grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
That's caught. It's Lee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with him. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Panthers will try to move the sticks on fourth down. The sure hands, it's Williams. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Trying to set up the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Wilson to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wilson will throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Inside the 30 at the 29. It's a first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Grimes. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. It's a draw. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wilson to pass. Fires into the end zone. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Now the pitch. Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I like the offense there. First down, I'm going to be physical, try to get this ball in the end zone. A nice effort by the running back to dive, setting up a second down.
So they attack the perimeter on that one. Let's see if maybe they work inside the tackles on.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Panthers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wilson will throw. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab at the tag. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Grimes.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wilson to pass. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. Now improvising. He's in open space downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, NC State. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Ohio State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the...
There he goes. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught over the middle, it's Williams. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues.
Touchdown, Pitt! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wilson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on third. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wilson to pass. On the run, still looking. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked off his feet. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Slings it downfield. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their... in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. NC State quick to the line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Just keeps slinging it. It's complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fitted in the window for the score. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Working that left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Holstein. Got his man quickly. Powers through. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 4 over Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man. It's Grimes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Unloads it left. Working the big fella to the corner. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Dropping back, it's Holstein. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Off play action. That's caught. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger
an inopportune moment to throw that INT. They're barely holding on to a lead here late in the game, and that's a situation, David, as a quarterback, where you've got to be so good with your decision-making and ball security. That mistake could really cost his team.
And this defense, that is just what they needed. Man, you're down late in the football game, and now you get a chance to give your offense the football to go possibly take the lead in this game. Great job by this defense when they needed it the most.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Makes the catch. It's Grimes. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker. It's Grimes. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
Now, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Dances away to buy time. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Scrambling away. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Ready to try the point after. Looking to throw. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. Pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type
Thanks
of game.
for watching.
Going up and down the field. Seemingly it will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional.